All right, how about 3 free plays for Tuesday, April 21st? We'll be talking the NBA playoffs as 3 teams look to go up 2-0 in their best of 7 series, their respective best of 7 series. Major League Baseball on the docket as well. And yes, I will be bringing a little bit of soccer to the program even. We're going to get you covered all around the world on the Morning Wager, which Mark Zinno has been referred to in the past as the most underrated sports betting show ever.
In America.
Nobody
cares about the world. Nobody cares about soccer, but that's okay. Good morning.
That was rude, but I would expect nothing less. Some have referred to this as the best looking show on YouTube.
Not a very high bar to clear.
Okay.
Certainly not at this channel, but.
Okay, wow, that was... And, but on top of everything, dare I say that this is the hottest show when it comes to sports betting there is right now. You and I both seeing it very well.
Well, I mean, when this happens, you know what you got to do, right?
Please tell me.
Yeah, shout it from the rooftops. Tell everybody. Shout it from the rooftops, everybody.
You know, Mark Zinno, your facetiousness is not welcome here on the program today. I'm actually in a very good mood. Why am I in a good mood? Well, I went 2-0 on Monday.
Very good.
Yet, you know who did even better on Monday was Mark Zinno. He went 3-0 on Monday. And we did not have any of the same plays either. So if you're on board
with the buy one, get one free pass
for this beauty, 3 days, $69. You went 5-0 yesterday. That's a pretty good move.
Feels pretty good.
On top of that, Mark Zinno, who I am now keeping records for, is now 9-1 overall his last 5 days. On top of that, I'm 12-2-1 the last 4 days. We're seeing it very well, sir. I think we should be very happy. I think we should be shouting it from the rooftops, quite frankly. We're honest when we're not doing well, and I think we should pat ourselves on the back when we're doing well. It's good for our mental health.
Listen. Winning's better than losing. You're doing a lot of it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, and you are too.
I think you guys should hop on board with Bryan Power. It is $5 Tuesday, I think.
It is.
At Wager Talk. Go get his $5 footlong. And,
some say we smoked the books on 420.
Oh, I see what you did there. We came out of the room sweating. It must have been the steam room. Anyway.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's 2 reasons.
When we make wagers.
Okay, you're getting out of hand. Let me explain something to you.
What?
You're getting out of hand. One of the main reasons, there's 2 reasons that I wanted to talk about you and I doing so well. One is I think, it's sort of our job, it'd be a dereliction of duty if we didn't mention that we were doing well. But number 2, I wanted to get out in front because I'm sure you're very upset about the New York Knicks today.
Oh, why? Did we have to go here?
And speaking on behalf of the rest of America, whenever a New York team loses, I know we always, there's a lot of chatter about that. I was in shock the way that game unfolded. We had a show best bet yesterday. Oh, by the way, on top of everything I just told you guys,
the board.
The show yesterday, our 3 free plays, we give out 3 free plays every day, went 3-0. Including the Atlanta Hawks team total over.
Yeah. Ahead of, on the list of people I trust at the top is God and my mother. Somewhere way down the list is the leader of Hamas and my ex-wife's divorce lawyer. And then it's the Knicks. I can't.
That's where we're going with that. I was going to just simply share.
It doesn't matter who coaches him. It doesn't matter who's on the roster. This is the bane of existence of this organization. No reason whatsoever to blow a 12-point lead and only score 15 points in the fourth quarter at home in a playoff game where you could have stepped on their throat and took them out of the series. You let them right back in.
That 15-point fourth quarter cost a lot of people some money because there was a lot of over money on the game. We, of course, again, just to reiterate, elected to go with the Hawks team total over 105.5. Boy, would that have been embarrassing if they would have won outright 105, 103. Thankfully, they got that last fast break point. I was talking about sweating. I was sweating a little bit there. I had a point to make, and I forgot what it was. It was probably pretty good, but it'll come back to me. I'll just shout it randomly. But yeah, this is what it was. It wasn't that important, but I was paying attention to our Hawks team total. Obviously, I had the game on here in the office. I was working, typing some stuff up for today. And, I'm looking at the Hawks total. All right, they're getting close. They're getting close. I wasn't 100% paying attention, though, to the game. And I didn't realize the Knicks just weren't scoring. And I'm like, I saw the Hawks are at 99. My eyes pivot. Knicks are still only at 100. I said, what's happened here? Just a bad gag by the Knicks. Bad gag. Anything else you want to talk about from last night before we do the wake-up call?
What
other winners? What you had you talk about a sweat? Didn't the Hawks first half over because that was your client play, right? That cashed by half a point.
3.5, yeah.
Did it not?
3.5, and they landed on 54. The kiss.
The kiss. All right, we'll talk more about some of the plays that we had yesterday, and of course, get to these 3 free plays that we've got for Tuesday because that's what you're tuning in for, guys. And we will get to those on the other side of the wake-up call.
Wake up, Mr. Sleepyhead. You are late.
It's the morning wager.
I've got a hangover. Who knows what that means?
We're going to do this again.
Garçon, coffee.
So I have a story to tell. May I tell a story?
Oh, so what are you going to tell us, tough guys?
You really set me off, okay?
Take caution in your tone, Commander.
I went 4-1 today. Zinno, I went 4-1.
Bonnie, anything to add?
No.
The morning wager starts now.
Starts now. And you, sir, are up first still because we got every free play right, and you were up first yesterday, so you keep the pole position. Talking about a team near and dear to your heart, or at least near and dear to your home, I should say, not near and dear to your heart, near and dear to your home. Yeah, the Atlanta Braves.
Big thanks to the Athletics last night for not scoring those 2 runs till into the 6th inning.
Isn't that a great feeling when you cash a first 5 under and then they score in the top of the 6th? They put runs on the board. Yes, that was a good one right there.
Again, it's right up there with nailing the first half, betting the full game loses. Right?
Yes,
you just feel like a damn genius. Anyway,
you have a first 5 bet for us today.
I do,
and I agree. This price seems very cheap.
You know what's funny is that I talked to you about this, and I talked to a couple of the people. Including my good buddy Guns, on yesterday on the Braves Nats total at 8. And I'm like, why is this so low? Isn't it just an over? Why don't we just take the over? Because these are 2 over teams. The Nats are have allowed the most runs in baseball, and at home they score a ton. The Braves score a ton everywhere. Like, why is this number only sitting at 8? I was totally perplexed. And I was staring at it literally for an hour, just looking through numbers and data, trying to figure out, like, hey, is it the ballpark? Is it the wind? Is it? Couldn't come up with anything. I'm like, it's fishy line. I stayed off of it. Kind of wish I had played the over. But I say all that to say I think today is going to be a little bit the opposite. I think today is when the runs are at a premium, mostly because Ronaldo Lopez is starting for the Braves. He's been really good. He's got a 2.18 ERA, a 1.11 whip. In both of his road starts this year, he has done very, very well. Struck out 10 batters in 9 2/3 innings, only allowed 7 hits. Look, he's given up a home run in 3 of his 4 starts. They finally didn't allow one last time. That may be the one bugaboo, but the Nationals aren't exactly like a high leverage home run team at home this year to start the year, right? Middle of the road when it comes to it. But if Lopez keeps the ball in the ballpark here, I think we get limited scoring. On the flip side, you're looking at a Nats starter who nobody knows in Foster Griffin, right? Not
Foster, Australian for beer.
Yeah, exactly. That guy too.
Whatever happened to that beer? Did they not make that anymore? Can you?
I don't know if the big oil cans of Foster's Australian for beer. The one home start he had this year against the Dodgers, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 6 Ks. Let's see if you do it again. I'm banking more on Atlanta keeping Washington down to next to nothing, but let's see how the Braves handle a little known pitcher that they don't know much about. When you talk about the way teams are against lefties this year overall, that's kind of not where, you look at teams and they usually struggle against lefties. And we'll see where this goes with the Braves, who have been good against everybody this year. But I think the Braves will do the heavy lifting here. We'll take the Braves first 5 money line here and keep the tie in our back pocket. I know you guys want me to put the tie on, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it in my back pocket.
Mark Zinno, a man who often just does what he wants and often gives out first 5 winners on the show. He did so yesterday, talked about it with the Mariners Athletics first 5 under. And today he's looking at the Braves money line in the first 5. I broke that game down. You talked about yesterday's game, the kind of the fishy line. I believe you and I mentioned this on the show yesterday. Atlanta traveling after Sunday Night Baseball, seemingly at a bit of a disadvantage. They fall behind 2-0 in the first inning, and it doesn't matter. Washington did nothing after that first inning. I actually broke that game as part of a free play video on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. I broke that down as well as the play I talked about on yesterday's show here with you, Mark. We shared this on social media last night, the Cubs-Phillies. That was my free play winner yesterday. I told you, the Phillies stink. They stink. They
are not as bad as the Mets.
They have a worse run differential than the Mets.
That's okay. That's something because the Mets don't score.
Did you see that tweet about how Mamdani is? It was a satire tweet about how Mamdani is asking for the Mets to he's asking for a redistribution of runs so the Mets can have some.
Oh, there you go.
That made me laugh. Anyway.
They're also 11 since Mamdani hugged the Mets mascots.
Oh. Now, and you think that has an effect?
Yeah. I'm superstitious.
Anytime.
Yep, superstitious.
Okay. Mark Zinno, we are now going to go to a place from somewhere near and dear to your home, like we said, in Atlanta. We're going to go to a place that you don't know nearly as well. We're going to go over to England. What do you say? A little soccer. We're not doing the Premier League here. We're doing the second tier EFL Championship. This is a client play for me. I'm going to give you guys for free here on the program today. Now, Mark, your derision of soccer is well documented on this show. I just brush it off and keep talking. But I do know from speaking to you, both on and off air, one concept in soccer that you do find at least mildly interesting is the concept of relegation. Correct? Right? That's something that it tickles your fancy, but at least, you know, maybe you think it's cute at the least. I don't know.
Sounds a little cute. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but most of our viewers do know, the bottom 3 teams every year in the Premier League get relegated. Okay, down to the second tier EFL Championship. Well, guess what? If we have to relegate 3 teams, we have to replace them. And the top 3 from the EFL Championship obviously get promoted. Top 2 automatically. The top 2 finishers, third place has to go through a playoff. Well, we're going to talk about Millwall today. Millwall is in the promotional fight down in the EFL Championship. And because of that, I think we're getting a great price. They can finish top 2 still, Millwall. Ipswich, I know for those of you who follow this, Ipswich has the inside track because they have a match in hand. But Millwall, look, they want to finish second because that's automatic promotion. They would avoid the playoff. But even if they finish third, that's a good spot for them. Why? They would avoid Southampton and Middlesbrough, both of whom I think are better in the semifinal of the playoff. Meanwhile, Millwall, who are they playing? They're playing Stoke City. Okay? Stoke, they're what we call, Mark, on the beach. They're not in the race for promotion. They're safe from relegation. They're just in the middle. And those are the teams that we look to fade this time here. That's a concept. I mean, okay, maybe you don't like soccer, but conceptually, I think you would understand that at least. That these teams that are in the middle of the table, i.e. standings, they got nothing to play for. And so we're going to fade Stoke here. And we're going to take Millwall minus 105 on the 3-way line. They must win, but they need all 3 of them points, buddy. Millwall is your free play for today.
Norwall?
Millwall.
My kids had a Norwall.
Millwall.
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
I mean, you sound like you're trying to be like James Earl Jones saying baseball. Millwall, right?
Maybe that's why. So because we were talking about that, I kept saying that to Cammie over the weekend because she's like, "Oh, I don't remember Field of Dreams," and so I just kept saying baseball, Ray. And she goes,
Baseball.
"Why do you keep saying that?" And then it started being like, "Stop saying that," and then it was like, "Go away," and then I just watched games the rest of the night.
My kids are in that thing where they repeat something over and over and over again, and I just have to scream at them, "Stop!"
No, maybe me and your kids should hang out sometime, and we can just repeat things to each other all the time.
The same gibberish, garbage, nonsense over and over again. Drives me nuts.
Was that a pot shot at me or just kind of an independent thought?
It's an independent thought.
Okay. We still have a show best bet coming up, guys, in the NBA playoffs. There are 3 NBA playoff games for Tuesday on the docket. What do you want to do next? Do you want to go back to is there any more baseball you want to run through? I know that we're kind of bouncing all around. Me doing soccer, I know, sort of messed up the flow, if you will.
I would like to look at the Guardians and Parker Messick. He's been good.
He took a no-hitter into the 9th inning last start. The only thing is, guys who do that often struggle in their next start.
Nah.
No.
First 5 under.
Okay, that was certainly definitive, the way you spoke about that. They've got, the Stros are going with
one of the plays they got right yesterday was Houston's team total over the measly 3.5.
Yeah, they got over that rather quickly, too.
Yes. By the 4th inning, it was over.
Yeah.
So
big start. On paper, it's a big starting pitching edge here for the Guards with Messick. This is basically a bullpen game for the Astros, and their bullpen stinks.
Kind of like the Red Sox today.
Oh, I don't.
Luis Heel stinks.
Well, I will say this. The Yankees are one of 4 teams on today's docket that has a rest advantage over their opponent, i.e. they were off Monday while the opponent was not. Of course, the Red Sox won on Patriots Day. I'm sure Mark Wahlberg was very happy about that. But the other teams that fall into that situation, Milwaukee was rested yesterday. They didn't play yesterday. They're in Detroit, who lost in Boston on Patriots Day. Then you've got, what were the other ones? San Diego rested going to Colorado, and then San Francisco rested hosting the Los Angeles Dodgers. But may take more than a day of rest for the Giants to be able to overcome their NL West rivals.
I just don't trust Luis Heel at all. And the Yankees just beat up on Kansas City, outscoring them 24-6 in a 3-game sweep. Welcome back to reality. So
you hate the Yankees.
Well, I hate Aaron Boone, but yeah.
I think the Yankees are definitively the best team in the American League.
You're nuts. I have one coach in New York who can't stop using analytics, and another coach in New York who refuses to use the analytics in Mike Brown. I feel like that picture in freaking Goodfellas with one dog going this way and the other dog going this way, and the guy's like, what the hell do I do?
The answer's somewhere in the middle is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or the answer doesn't involve Mike Brown and Aaron Boone. I didn't like Mike Brown when he was the coach here in Cleveland. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think he was very good. I don't think LeBron liked him either.
He's got a very shiny head. It's today the day to – I want to – listen, the Mets who have lost 11 in a row are a minus 186 favorite against the Assassin. The Mets are winning today.
You're saying that definitively. The New York Mets have snapped their losing streak.
Are winning today.
Do you kind of hope they lose, though, privately? And I don't know if you have any betting interest in this game.
I'm not 11 anymore. Like, I don't hate the Mets. I feel miserable for all my friends who are Met fans. Like, the Mets losing doesn't tickle my fancy.
I feel bad for all those people who got ripped off by Bernie Madoff. That was a raw deal.
Yeah, well, that's why you don't invest in pyramid schemes.
Oh, hey, more free advice, more free financial advice from the Morning Wager. You never know which angle we're going to come from on this program.
The Mets
don't fall for pyramid schemes. That is today's bonus show best bet. It will. I don't know if we really can add it to the record per se, but I think I would certainly wholeheartedly agree with you.
Yeah. So
one more comment I'd like to make about baseball before we get to the NBA playoffs. And that is this. I think this year, what do you think about this? I'm just going to throw this at you. I think there may be a record low number of teams that win 90-plus games this season.
Okay.
I was doing some looking and researching over at FanGraphs last night. They project only 3 teams to win 90 or more games currently. The Yankees are one of them.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Like,
you don't care about that. I think that's interesting. Comment down below if you think it's interesting.
You keep looking at this through the wrong lens. Win the whole thing, or it doesn't matter. If you can't win in October, you're useless. I don't care if you win 152 games. If you can't win in October, you're useless. And the Yankees.
Are you speaking of the Yankees or just every baseball team in general?
No, just the Yankees.
Oh, just the Yankees. That's the deal. If they don't win the World Series, they should just be contracted.
But if they can't win in October, everybody should be fired. Period.
It's one way to look at it. All right, that's Major League Baseball for you here on Tuesday. I do have a $5 play, by the way, in Major League Baseball up at wagertalk.com. We'll be talking about some deals going on over at Picks and Parlays at the end of the show. Let's get to the NBA, though, Mark, because 3 playoff matchups, one of which qualifies for a show best bet. It's the first game on the docket. Sixers Celtics. Let's talk about this here. Over 216.5. The Sixers made, 4 3-pointers in game 1?
Mm-hmm.
They were up against it to begin with. They have 0 chance of beating the Boston Celtics if they make 4 3-pointers a game. 0. None. They will be swept if that kind of shooting continues. So we think the floor has been established. It can only go up from here for Philadelphia offensively. They're probably going to struggle to still get stops on this Boston team, who I believe is the rightful favorite in the Eastern Conference, priced as such. So we like the over, 216.5.
Agree. Very well done. It's the one hole from game 1 to game 2 that feels like it's the statistical anomaly, right? What did we cash for last night? Toronto's team total under 107. Got a little sweaty there at the end, but nonetheless, my point is that Toronto shot the lights out in game 1 and still lost by a baker's dozen. Like, it wasn't happening again.
It's 13.
Strangely enough, this game stayed under the total just by like a but nonetheless, Toronto again shot 51% last night and still only scored 105. Like, and the game 1 when they scored, they had a 37-point fourth quarter. They were down by 24 heading into the fourth. Like, everything was set to come back. Everything is set for Philadelphia to come back to the mean, which is the middle, and go up. So there it is. Sixers.
Celtics. Over. 216.5. Stuck in the middle with you again, Mark Zinno. Let's talk. I want to talk about that Raptors Cavs game from last night. You had Raptors team total under. I had the game under, just the traditional under. I got a good number, 223.5, close to 221.5. I was mad at you actually privately all day.
Why is that?
Because I liked your bet better by the time the game tipped off.
Yeah, I'm better at this.
No, I think that's a bit of an aggressive statement, but because, and certainly the way the game was playing out over the first 2-3 quarters, I realized, I'm like, there is 0 chance this game will stay under unless if Toronto stays under 107. And sure enough, if they'd gotten to 107, or if they'd gotten to 108, everyone would have lost. That got way too close at the end. What are you doing? My wife was going, she's like, is it necessary to yell these horrible things about the Toronto Raptors just because they're fouling? I said, in this home, yes, it is. What were you doing? Just give up. Okay, I'm a father. Here. I'm going to call my daughter right now. Honey, in this home, when you're down by 10 points in the fourth quarter playoff game, you give up. You don't keep trying. What were the Raptors thinking there?
I don't know. It's kind of annoying.
Like that, how I made the fake phone call to my daughter? Or no?
Drop, just continue to dribble and do nothing else. That's it.
Would have worked for me.
So,
told you the Raptors were in trouble yesterday, by the way. And I think you concur with that. So, all right. That is the. Do you have anything on the other two games? Portland and San Antonio, and then we've got Houston and the Lakers. I think Houston's going to bounce back tonight. They have to. I guess they don't have to. I mean, they're going back home for Game 3, but I mean, there's some injury question marks that loom over that series with Kevin Durant being a game time decision. Luka, Austin Reeves out for the Lakers. Look, the Lakers are not shooting as well as they did in Game 1. They shot over 60% from the field. Houston, I think, made about 8 shots the entire game against a terrible defensive team.
Yeah, again, I think that Kevin Durant coming back should be a big enough delta for Houston to get where they need to go. But you got to wait.
They know if he. You would imagine they know if he's playing.
Well, look, I can tell you this much: the line is, if he's coming back, the line isn't going to move that much. It might tick up a little bit to -6, -5.5, -6, but it's not going to move that much. It's already baked into the line. It's the same exact line that was there before Kevin Durant was announced that his knee was out.
Yeah.
So the odds makers have already assumed that he's playing, and they'll adjust after the fact when they find out that he's not.
And the total has come up in that game as well, which is telling, I believe.
Yes. So there's that.
As I look through, we're gonna just take some time here to talk about what we've got going on here on Tuesday. But as I look at the ticker, Mark, your first 5 under winner on Mariners Athletics last night, it was win number 100 in this free play run. We're on a 176-2 free play run on the show. And you wanted me to remove that record from the ticker.
Okay.
You're not engaging me when I make good points, I think, today. And that's a little frustrating on my end.
Okay.
3 days for $69.
Shout it
Mark?
from the rooftops, everybody. 100 wins on the morning wager. Shout it out. Tell everybody.
Well, the same 2 people that have brought you that free play record are doing even better with the premium releases over the last 4 to 5 days. I mentioned it earlier. Mark, 9-1 overall the last 5 days, coming off a 3-0 Monday. I'm coming off a 2-0 Monday, 12-2-1 all sports run the last 4 days. And got some plays over at Wager Talk that you can get for just $5 today. But that 3 days for $69 is available exclusively at Picks and Parlays. So a lot of places to get me, a lot of places to win. And then one more deal. This is exclusively at Picks and Parlays as well, just coming across my desk, sir. If you've never tried Picks and Parlays, this is for all new users. Now is your chance. You get your first daily picks package for only $1.
$1?
Using coupon code BUCK.
$1?
BUCK.
If you're going to spend $1, do it on Bryan Power.
No, do it on Mark. Do it on both of us. Well, I guess you can. It's only your first. No, do it on Mark. Here's the deal. Okay, you spend new users, you spend $1, you get your first daily picks package. You're covered, win or loss. If the pick loses, we credit your account with 3 flex picks. If the pick wins, we'll still give you a flex pick on the house. So win or lose, you walk away ahead. $1, no catch. Use code BUCK at checkout.
I don't think any of this was cleared with my agent. I staunchly disagree with this pricing strategy.
Okay, stop it. You just wanted to bring up that you have an agent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. I want to fire him too.
Okay, I hope is he a viewer of the Morning Wager? Because that's one hell of a way to find out about your career.
I highly doubt it.
Well, shame on him. He should watch.
Highly, highly, highly doubt it.
All right. Mark Zinno. Another show is in the books. Everybody, if you enjoyed this show, and I think you should have.
If you enjoyed it,
Shout it from the rooftops, everybody.
Oh, for Christ's sake. No, you don't need to shout it from the rooftops. Just simply smash that like button. We appreciate your support. Comment down below with your thoughts. I love the guy who recaps the show every day. I can't stress that enough, how much I love those recaps.
He's good.
And then also, one more favor to ask. Whether you're watching us on the Wager Talk YouTube channel or the Picks and Parlays YouTube channel, make sure you've subscribed. It does keep the content free. No?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to hit us. Listen, keeps the content free. I was up on other things that were free.
very engaged the last couple days when I'm speaking. And that hurts. Again, another no spell. Didn't admit it. That means he's.
I have been minorly distracted. There's a lot going on in the periphery here.
I'm sorry to keep you from other things. This is Brian Power for Mark Zinno. I'm not distracted. Morning wager. Until next time, let's cash the tickets and not be distracted.